Hello everyone and welcome back to a Fire Emblem 6 double S rank run. I am Mecha and many kudos to my co-host who is keen to key in all the correct kills thanks to her knowledge. Hi Altissimo, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm ready for many pirates. Probably the chillerest chapter in FE6 for quite a while. It's just a straight shot down with a lot of choke points to fight the enemies at your own leisure, and leisure there will be because I see some training projects on there. Actually, maybe your entire army can be considered training projects. I don't know how you view that.
Just some more than others, certainly.
Certainly.
This chapter I can take a long time on. Well, comparatively, this video is like half an hour, and that's actually like shorter by this run standards. But there's a lot of reinforcements that'll show up at the end that come for several turns, so I can take my time getting down there if I want to farm the reinforcements.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly pirates coming from forts in the the west in the ocean. I think it's an ocean, and then from the bottom as well. I think roughly where you would meet Gonzalez. So
right.
So pretty good return on waiting here, I guess you could say. Because I don't know if it's the most in the game, but I remember there being plenty, and they're easy to defeat too. Like any sword unit can probably get him. Maybe even some guy with an axe could get him if they wanted to. Good fodder for Roy, for Lou, who's been fielded again, for Fear, of course. Who's the Cav again who came? I think it's like 2.
I think I've got Noah in track.
Alright, it makes sense.
I'll have to see what happens when I next move them, but I'm pretty sure that's who I am.
Yeah, that's always the trouble with the Cavs, especially in the Wyverns in this game, because there's so many of them. And Wendy came along to practice the basics, although she is far away from OJ at this point. OJ is in the thick of it.
Yeah, I've got plans for them. But just getting through this initial wave of enemies means that everyone's going to be kind of out of position until I take care of this.
You found a crit RN for Fear, but it was not enough to get the kill.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And good place to farm Lena as well, though I'm sure that's not the only reason she's fielded, but you might as well take the opportunity when you can.
Yeah, absolutely. This will also give me a chance to see if I can get some last minute speed levels on her. Decide to start actually using her full time.
And Wade came along. Surprised to see him. I feel like Western Isles is known for all the fighters, but if you're not fighting a fighter, then you're probably fighting a pirate or some other X enemy. You're probably fighting a merc in these Western Isles. They're really common here too. So always a bit of a scary spot for him.
He's really just gonna have the opportunity to grind on fighters and pirates later on. That's kind of the point. Like, he just needs to get some kills somewhere, and there's not much in the game that is conducive to that for axe users.
Yeah, I felt like maybe once you fight, say, Etruria more often, that will be when we see axe users pop up a lot more because they use a lot of Cavaliers, Wyvern Riders, and then in Ilia you have Pegasus Knights, so I thought that might be their time to shine. But
He's
there's
got 6 speed.
Yeah, exactly. That could be a huge problem. And you have like multiple of these units. Like Wade is here, but like Lot is not. Rip the Bromance, and you're gonna have more axe locked units to feed as well. So they gotta find spots elsewhere besides the Etruria chapters and Elia chapters.
Right. So hence this.
Hence the Wade, and a double healer. Somewhat surprisingly.
I do that on a lot of chapters. And Saul's pretty much a guaranteed because I need to get him to promotion quickly so that I can start actually building his light rank so that I have any hope of getting S rank before the end of the game.
Yeah, that's about right. And I guess there's not too much that an extra combat unit could have done over clearing anyway. Like, whatever this unit was, like if Clarine wasn't able to get to an enemy with her 7 move, then someone like, I don't know, Boars would have had no chance to get there.
Yeah. So, and there's we're gonna be splitting up in a bit, so that's part of the reason for 2 healers as well.
Oh, okay. That is interesting. A vertical split. Look forward to seeing it. And Shanna is here to, I guess, help pick off mercs like that one with the Killing Edge earlier. That makes sense. There's a lot of terrain. Usually she's like known in this chapter for being able to fly on the right side and the enemies just straight up don't see her. Like, they just stop moving because if you only deploy her and Roy and you fly over the mountains, the enemies just like, they don't see a target they can possibly reach, so they just do nothing. But I mean, why would we want that?
It's the same in Fire Emblem 7 on the chapter after Hector promotes with Eve.
Yeah.
We made a video about that a long time ago.
Yeah, with those are like one tile wide mountains, but the enemies still don't see you because they look for the terrain that they can stand on, not the terrain that they can actually reach you on when they're out of your range. It's very cute. Of course, like if you're ever deploying more than one unit, at this point it doesn't apply because Shanna is your only flyer, so they would always see someone standing there.
Right. So she's just here to get some kills, do some ferrying.
Here, please.
What?
You got it's just an HP, nothing else to level up.
Yeah. Quite
SMH. SMH.
SMH. And I should probably reveal at this point that I am intending to go Ilya, not Sake.
Yeah.
Sake would be so much better for the flex, which is, what this run is all about.
That's right, it's not on brand, that's true.
It's not, but my concern was that Sake would be so much more difficult to get some of my scrubs levels on, and take my combat rank even worse than it already is, to the point that I thought it would be, if not impossible, like, difficult enough that I was like, I'm not going to try this on the first attempt of this run,
Yeah, I feel like it would literally more than double the amount of combats needed to kill enemies, because a lot of them would not be countered, and then a lot of them, because it's 2 range, and then a lot of hits would miss because they have more avoid, and you probably would also just not one-on as much because you would have trouble doubling. Like, this is like a triple whammy of bad combat rank.
All of that. Not to mention the guided chapter is unreliable, so doing that for ranked run purposes could just end up being really annoying, or like it turns out I don't get all the XP I need on people, or whatever the case may be.
Right, because if you seize a throne and it turns out to be the one that you didn't want, then you end the chapter early. Or if you're trying to seize at some point because you plan to seize at some point, and it just turns out the throne is the throne is in on a castle princess or something, then you would also be screwed.
Right, so there's just a lot that can be annoying there. I might do like a run back at some point and see if I can make Sake work, but I'm not very confident that that's going to be successful. But as a result, it does mean I need to use Shauna and Thea enough to offset what I'm doing with Sue and Shin.
That makes sense.
So that's part of the reason that Shauna is here on this chapter.
Yeah, and possibly why Sue and Shin are not.
Right.
Makes sense, alright. And another reason to kind of linger behind the usual faster strats is that Geese is coming here. I guess Roy could have stayed here on his own, but this army really needs to move as a ball death in order to survive and get kills, so here we go. Get the Geese.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
I wish he was better because I like pirates.
I always think of Geese as like this, like units is like right in the middle of the pack of FE6 units. It's like not so horrible as like the fighters or the armor knights, but not as good as like the cavaliers or the nomads or the flyers.
Yeah,
but
most good class units.
Yeah, really. Turns out the units in good classes tend to be good units. It's amazing. But I'm curious why you mentioned Geese specifically as like a unit along the lines of like Doze. I feel like in the intro, like is it the fact that he has like a high base level, so he gets very low XP, but he's still got like shitty-ish bases? Shitty-ish bases. Okay.
Shitty-ish bases. Yeah, because it's just like mediocre growths mean that you're not really guaranteed to get him any better than his bases. Like Lot, for instance, has a decent enough speed growth that you can expect him to pick up some speed levels that can make it easier to use, but like there's really no telling how Geese is going to turn out.
I can see that. I feel like if I looked at their growth right now, the differences wouldn't be too different. Like Lot, I think is.
They might not be. I might be talking on my ass again.
a lot does have like a really good defense growth and a lot more chances to get level ups before Geese joins. And if at this point you're still using Lot, that's probably because he got good levels. So that might be a reason why Lot is my favorite.
Lot also has the early support with Wade.
True, that helps a lot. I know in the old days we'd speculate about Geese getting like a support with like some sort of 2-legged support triangle with Echidna. Almost died there, Fear, I think. Because Echidna supports both, but they don't support each other, Geese and Gonzalez. So that gives them like some firepower. That's my phone.
Yeah, Echidna wouldn't be likely in this run just because of my aversion to pre-promotes.
Yeah, true.
But that's not a bad idea, generally speaking.
It is a pretty slow support, like even by this playthrough standard. It's no shade.
That's
you
the
probably
other
wouldn't
thing.
get it. Yeah, the Wade Lot support is a lot faster. In Geese's favor, though, I will say if you were to get him to 20 anyway, I don't think you'd hate having a Berserker. I don't know how much of a chance you have in this run to use promoted units, but that is something that could help. Having a guy with plus 30
Gonzalez for that purpose. I know he's like a mixed bag as far as his skill goes, but his like big strength and speed growths mean that he's probably going to be able to do decent damage output as long as he hits.
For sure. And Geese is like, he definitely has like doubling struggles and everything. He's like more balanced stats than Gonzalez, but the stats that he's better in than Gonzalez are not the best stats ever, whereas Gonzalez has strength and speed, the best stats in the game. And HP, of course. He's
and
just
Gonzalez also is, I feel like, easier to raise because in this route, he starts at level 5, which is another reason why you might choose to go this route over the other one.
True.
Just because it gives you more EXP opportunities, or, level opportunities for that ranking.
With the same base stats somehow. Like, I feel like that's just another error on
it might be.
on their thing. Like, surely they didn't mean this unit to have the same base as, like, with a 7-level difference or something. Kind of crazy. Oh, oh my god, dude, this ballista needs to go.
I'm trying.
No, he's not. He literally just didn't try. He just moved. They could have hand axed the guy, but I will say.
I don't think they would have had a good hit rate.
No. That if this were like FE7, he would have had a shot at killing this probably because ballistas in that game will just weigh the archer down to nothing if you attack him at like close range. But in this game, they don't. They just get their normal iron bow if you attack them, or their steel bow, or whatever.
Infuriating. Yes.
Very infuriating for ways. Like, damn, I wish I was Dorcas right now. So that means we're probably gonna see another near lethal shot from this ballista at some point. And this might also be the first generic promoted enemy you fight.
Promoted enemy, yeah.
The bird.
I think you're right.
Armag. The Armag. Whatever that is. Freaking berserker.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
With their freaking 30% crit bonus. Probably has more crit than hit on the half units with swords. Oh god, Geese. Okay, I see why you hate him. The 3 of KO on the archer does not spell well. And sometimes you can be like, oh, I could use Brave Axe, twice as many shots. Maybe it's slightly less accurate, but they'll be stronger. But then he also weighs himself down to nothing, and he probably misses half his shots anyway. Still doesn't one out with it. Brave Axe is such a weird trap they put on Geese. I guess the thought process maybe was like, okay, we'll give him a high axe rank to compensate for everything else he has going against him. Yo, almost. Oh, enemy phase. Almost killed an enemy phase there, Wendy. Almost. Keep practicing.
Yeah, there's the split that I was talking about.
Yeah.
We have Wendy farming the pirates that are coming out of the western forts.
Yeah, when you said split your army, I didn't expect the split to be Wendy, OJ, and everyone else. I would say that much. As long as it's fine, I'm sure it's fine. But I guess if a healer comes back for them, that'll be helpful as well. Now that Wendy's poisoned, there'll be something for them every turn, guaranteed.
Yes.
I love how the only thing less accurate than Wendy is like an enemy pirate with a poison axe. Oh god. Oh, that guy had a hammer. That is interesting.
Yeah, there's a hammer. It's just like who. I mean, in this case, it's relevant, but still, why?
Get him, wait. Oh, I didn't get the crit with killer axe. Unfortunate.
I tried. I tried to find it our end.
I think he got one earlier. He's got his quota.
He's out of luck for that.
He's done with it. Can you believe luck doesn't affect crit rates like your own crit rates? It doesn't boost your crit rate if you have a lot of luck. I don't get why that is.
It feels like it should. Like that seems like the basic JRPG like thing about the luck stat.
I had someone in my comments once who told me like, hey, actually, this unit has a lot of luck, so they have high crit. I was like, no, luck doesn't. Luck gives these and these things, but not luck. He's like, oh, that makes no sense.
I agree.
That's weird.
It makes no sense.
I agree with them too. Alright, going down. Probably to the next group. I think, did people already spawn from the bottom? I think they already did.
Gonzalez did, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that was him. Yeah. So the forts are still empty at the bottom, because it would be really ideal if you could be at the edge of the range of the enemies from the forts, or on a fort, if you want to block one and fight one before they get there. But it's a pretty lenient requirement. I like Gonzalez going for a village that's like closer to you than to him. Very funny. So I'm assuming that Wendy is at the edge, like right outside the edge of the hammer guy's range. And OJ just keeps finding the hammer, and Wendy just keeps finding the poison axe guy.
Yeah.
Because they have the same weapons every time. Getting the houses, another good reason to deploy Shanna. I think that's the last house. I think there was like one at the top, and that's it. And then Noah didn't charge.
I actually did.
Surely. Comments will know if you didn't. Yeah. They will know. And he responds.
Tell me if I am a fraud who has to redo the entire run.
Or you can be like, oh, at this timestamp I had the opportunity to visit the house and didn't, so basically I did. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I did with Florina in the previous run. With the one treasure chest.
So you're very careful about not putting unit in Gonzalez's attack range. Somehow you don't want to get Devil Axed for like 1,000,000 damage, or watch him kill himself.
Also just unnecessary combat rank, because I can't kill him.
True. It's the worst combat you could possibly do. A recruitable unit damaging himself, damaging you, and not making for a 1-round kill.
Yeah.
It's bad all around. Okay, oh, good level up for Wade. And it looks like he baited a pirate from the forts towards himself. I guess that's like fine.
I think that's why I moved him, because he started doing that, and it was like, okay, well, I need to figure out how to...
Moved him away, yeah. Because you, like, sure, it gets weight XP, but also it makes it harder to practice the basics with the other two.
Yeah.
The basics in this case being getting experience. Alright, got Gonzalez, one of my favorite units in this game. Very
Agreed.
cool. Very fun to use. Probably a little frustrating if you're trying to hit things, but with some iron knowledge, you can do fine. He just starts out with a rescue drop. On Lina, no less. It's not that many enemies so far, but I guess we'll just get some more reinforcements. Yeah, have to make some more of our own.
Yeah, there's like 2 big areas where there's just a lot of enemies, and then the rest of the map is kind of empty apart from the reinforcements.
A lot of walking. It's almost like an FE4 map in the, when you've gotten rid of like half the armies. Just 2 blocks of blobs. Alright, OJ. Oh, he's getting good. He's got 13 strength. It's not
13
bad.
strength, 15 speed, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably actually in the higher echelons of like among your combat units right now. Considering none of them have like really been power leveled or anything. So they're all like in the mid things. Which is like, this is when ranked runs for me get really hard. Because like early on, when you've fed a lot of different people, you don't really feel the consequences too much because the enemies are not so high level that you need a level ups to kill them. Like they're made to be killed by base level units in case you get screwed or you're like new to the game. But now that you're in the middle, the game kind of expects you to have like leveled up with some kind of core team, and because you keep juggling them, you don't really have a unit that can just go, okay, kill like half this army, or weaken this half this army like Marcus did in the beginning. Like you just have like Rutger to do that for you if you need to. And then Marcus and Jared actually stop doubling enemies in the hard mode at this point. Like not the Steel Axe guys, but they'll stop doubling like Hand Axe fighters sometimes, or like an Iron Axe guy. And it actually becomes really annoying to get efficient combat going if you don't have promoted units, for example.
Lou is alright because he's fast enough to double, and the fact that most enemies don't have any res means like he's actually doing a lot of damage output. But he's not exactly the kind of guy who can just like sit there and tank a wave. Yeah. So it's not quite the same thing. He just is like a one-time nuke on every turn basically. Yeah. And that's about it. Alan and Lance are okay, and they've got to support with each other, but they're still not like stellar, and I am not deploying them on every map. Yeah. So. I also imagine if Alan doubles someone, he's in support, and she probably just kills the enemy, so it's not great for setting up kills. Right, that's the other part of it. He just murders them, and if he doesn't double, then the enemy's probably at like half HP still, which is it's enough for some units to kill, like for Fear, but it's not enough for Wendy or I don't know, some other scrub like Belina. No skill units. Actually, skill's all she got. I did notice she had like 50-ish hit rate on the guy that had 50 hit rate on her back, so she's back. 60 hits, pretty good. Yeah, like she's okay here for what it is. Shoutouts to the most mobile healer holding back. Thanks, Kareen. Wait, is that fighter next to Wade? Is that the guy that came down with him? Yeah, probably because he couldn't move out of range, right? He has 5 move, they have 5 move. Yeah. It's funny. Ooh. Oh, dodge Nosferatu, thank God. That would have undone like all her work. Yeah. Thanks, Shanna. Oh, the one-use stun lance. No manips here. Just get rid of it. Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of one-use weapon manips. SMH. They're probably bad for combat rank overall. Try and use them. Gonzalez going for, I think, his first kill. Yep. Nice. Oh, that's good. That might be like one of the best reasons to go this route. Is more XP rank on Gonzalez. Yes. Although it's easier to in your restricted run. He also comes a chapter earlier. Yeah, that too. I was gonna say maybe it doesn't really matter so much for your run because you have to level him to 20 anyway, so it's easier to just do that if you have level 12 Gonzalez. Oh, nice crit, nice double crit. Taking after Rutger. Not taking the best calculations. Don't tell me you're okay. Never mind. You're not gonna hand X. Okay. Oh, good. Shanna, 46 hit. Very nice. Death. And this is a chapter where reinforcements still continue to show up even after you kill the boss. Thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that trivia fact, but I'm sure that if you kill the boss, we can be assured that that's the case. I think that's boss kill. That boss is like deceptively dodgy and annoying. I don't remember if that gate gives 20 or 30, but I do remember the hit. It's been like you get to him, you're like, ah, it's just a dark mage. It's just a dark magic user. Like how dodgy can they be?
Because you've apparently forgotten the trauma of dealing with what's his face in chapter 6.
Richard Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner.
Famous music composer.
Ride of the Valkyries, you know, relevant to Fire Emblem.
Very relevant. Very, very war music. Very much liked by the guy with the mustachio, unfortunately. Ooh! The support. Yeah. Is that's C, right? Probably. I don't think they've gotten to B yet.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, it hasn't really improved their hit rate from what I can tell.
Like I said, I don't know what supports do in this game. Like, I know fire gives hit, and that's like literally the only thing I know about any affinity. It's just like, might as well get it just to make some stats better, I guess.
I want to say OJ is wind and Wendy is fire, which would be good, but I don't know that for sure. There's like a trio of affinities that all give like attack, hit, crit, which I'm assuming is what these guys want, and they're light, fire, and wind.
I said fire gives hit, I meant fire gives attack. That's the only one I know.
I guess both. You both be correct.
Okay, well, I didn't know about the hit.
But now you do. Oh, okay, alright. She's got
defense. Alright. Making some progress.
It's honestly really helpful that Wendy's at a point where she does survive one round of combat. Like, that's one of the reasons people hate her for the Western Isles, is she would get, like, one rounded by a pirate. That's already not the case. That helps a lot.
Yeah. Just giving her a few kills ahead of time and getting... Yeah, I guess you could call it lucky on the level ups.
Ahead of time. I think every kill is too late for Wendy, in a way.
I mean, it is! It sucks. Trading her sucks.
Uh-huh. It does. Oh, interesting to surround the forts here. I guess if they're hand axe pirates coming from the fort, then they will never be adjacent to the fort and avoiding a counter. So it is like a win-win situation.
This was just difficult to figure out, so...
Because they are coming out at this point, right? This is just the checkers formation is to keep them away from the back line. And to make sure that they don't get for, like, they don't... Oh, Lena, what are you doing? Are you okay there? Is Lou gonna block for you? Oh, okay. So now he does get the bonus. Okay.
There's a bunch of weird formations in order to prevent certain units from being targets.
Uh-huh.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it did work.
I don't know if I do it like that, but you know what? Fighters are not that dodgy, so we'll find a way to hit them on the 4. Oh, shoot, nice Wendy. Let's get it. Yeah, this is a good farm chapter for sure. Definitely nice to spend some more turns here. I do wonder if you would get more experience if you... like seized early here and then fought later enemies that are higher level, promoted to give more XP net, but at the same time they got to be enemies that your units can handle. And maybe you could just do both. You said tactics is lenient, maybe you could just do it in almost every chapter that has reinforcements. I don't know.
I do. I mean, apart from chapters that I have a strict requirement to end on because of the Gaiden, I can farm pretty much every chapter and not really lose tactics.
Alright.
The tactics is super lenient in this game. It's very different from the previous run I did.
It was was it basically 20 turns every chapter total?
20,
roughly?
Or 25, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Pretty simplistic rank system. It's,
It definitely was underdeveloped. So tactics is not the most difficult part of this run by any stretch of the imagination.
Honestly, I'm glad that they make turn requirements, even for like a ranked kind of thing. Pretty oh, nice level up for Geese.
Nice.
I'm glad that they make them so lenient, because it's nice that they're achievable by anyone, but still not like trivial. Like, it's still you don't just get to like boss abuse or arena abuse or sit there forever farming. You do have to think about where you spend your turns.
Yeah.
But like,
speaking of arena abuse, might as well point it out because I don't think I've said it yet. Just like the previous run, this one will not be using arenas
at all. Okay.
Yep, they can help with funds, they can help with experience. So not using them is really just giving myself.
That's fair. Do you know how they affect combat rank while we're here on the arena topic?
I do not.
Because
we'll probably get told by someone I know once this video goes up. But
yeah, I hope so. So that's something there's like a lot that has been figured out about Fire Emblem ever since I started making content, and this is one of the things I actually don't know for sure. Because arenas are like, in a way, they're one combat because you go in, you do one thing, and then you go out, and then there's a winner, or it's a tie, or you forfeit, I guess. But at the same time, you are doing multiple rounds of combat usually, unless you're one on killing. But usually, you know, it's 2 rounds of combat. Maybe they don't do anything at all. Maybe they don't count. That's also possible.
Yeah, I just don't know. So it wasn't a factor in my decision not to use arenas.
Exactly.
It was just the challenge level of it and matching up with the previous run.
Yeah, I remember when you told me the FE7 self-imposed challenges. I was like, no arena, that's crazy. I thought ranks were like all about using the arena to your advantage.
They are! That's why I'm like, screw you, we're gonna do this a different way.
This game also allows you to use supports in the arena, which makes them even crazier.
That's right, yeah, you can do that. So that would probably help for some units that have got supports building. And I don't know if you've noticed, Gonzalez has been building a support.
Oh, right, he's next to Lena. Interesting. I did not notice that. Good pointing out. Oh,
it was a decision made before I knew if Lilina was going to be able to be long-term useful or not. So.
I feel like Roy checked the Fireman wiki. I think he knows reinforcements are about to stop. Something tells me he's like done with the chapter.
I think I'm just moving them. I think he's just moving so that he's not one of the ones that's farming reinforcements.
That would be fair, and I guess if he's going somewhere, he might as well go to a place where I can see on the next turn. Oh, there's still more here. I'm intentionally not checking the video length, so I cannot be spoiled on when this farming. Oh, that was lethal. Check, watch out. That's
it's fine.
17.
He gets a level up out of it. He gets skill.
There's so many units on the field right now. They just have like 10 in every stat. I swear to God.
I hate it. It's another reason I hate Geese. It's just like his stats are just like identical to people like Trek and Noah that you also have at this point.
It's a perfect 10.
It's not.
It's all you need to not get doubled by some enemies.
By some enemies, yeah.
Wow, Gonzalez, 17 strength, 12 speed. What a... I don't want to call him a monster because he clearly hates that. What a beast. No, that's not great either. What a...
You need to figure this out.
What a powerhouse. What a powerhouse.
There you go.
Oh, more
Unfortunately,
guys.
he didn't get any skill.
It's like 15% or whatever for him. His skill is optional. I mean, Gonzalez's skill stat is his speed stat. He just attacks twice instead. That's how he shorts up the hit rate. And after promotion, he actually gets a +5 hit, or a +5 skill, which is +10 hit, I think.
Yeah, that's actually great. Yeah, the reinforcements at the top have stopped, so we're really just farming the guys down here. As much as possible.
I see that. Lou having 90 hit on a guy on a fort is pretty crazy, I will say, with no supports.
Yeah.
That's a lot of skill he's got there. I feel like Lou is the most consistently fielded chapter besides, like, I don't know, Roy. I feel like it's been there almost everyone.
It's because I can't rely on Lilina to get good level ups. And in the case that doesn't work out, Lou's probably my best bet for an anima user. For legendary weapon. I could have also promoted Clarine or something, but then I would have to be getting 2 healers to S rank from E on their weapon type.
Lord Roy, have a Worm Slayer. It's free. It's on us.
It's not useful for a couple chapters.
It's a good sword. You can use it for other purposes besides slaying worms.
No!
Okay. I mean, it is expensive. Sorry. Sorry for this suggestion to use a good weapon. I know your fun's rank matters. Okay.
It actually doesn't.
That was a pretty chill chapter, so we're all rested up and ready next time for Chapter 11. The Chapter 11A. The Echidna chapter, the Klein chapter, the Thea chapter. The chapter
one of my favorite chapters in this game.
Yes, one of many, many people's favorites, including mine. We'll see you next time.
Bye!